even personally. But we thank God the way it went.
Okay. Now, will you say here now that the reasons why we were able to achieve that feat?
Until we are able to do a proper analysis
okay,
of the impact of the Naira
redesign policy,
we may not be able to say per se whether it contributed to it or not. On the other hand, I felt personally, I felt that the Naira redesign could have even contributed to making it the vote buying, to making it cheaper.
Okay. Because there are no cash.
There was no cash at all. People could have been more desperate to get even just 2,000 naira in order to do the bid of the politician. But we found out that because what we anticipated wasn't what we got.
Okay.
It was far less than anticipated. So to that extent, we may want to believe that probably it was the Naira redesign that did not make people to really come out, or make people to change their mind about selling their vote or buying the vote. Money was not available to politicians
to distribute,
so they couldn't go out to go and buy. And some people may have decided that money, this thing is general. I may not even bother to go out.
Okay.
If I can, because even in the churches, you see people asking you for 200 naira in order to transport themselves back home. So it may be
here nor there.
It's neither here nor there.
Okay.
It may be so. It may not be so.
Now with what went on during the period. I know by now, if you are asked that question, like I'm asking you now, that will you come to a conclusion that it's like Nigerians are departing from the old order?
I'm a believer in what I call evolution of society.
Evolution of society? Nigeria is evolving.
Nigeria is evolving. Gone already. Suddenly, people were no longer interested because of the introduction of beavers and card reader. And now, beavers.
It's only the register, the voter register, and you vote and you go away.
And you know that even when you carry the ballot box, it may not count. They can only cancel the result of that particular polling unit. It may not count in your favor. You cannot go and thumbprint and you submit that, and that vote will count. It cannot happen again. So it has reduced the incident of as we go on, even the vote buying will reduce.
If you bring money, they will gather around you and get you
arrested and call police for you. We are getting to that situation that people will get angry with everything that is wrong with our society, and they will be able to take action. With regards to any anomalies happening in the system.
Okay. Now as we say it now, you said Nigerians are departing from that old order, and that's going to be a template for coming elections.
By the grace of God.
Now, as an agency of government now, I know for sure you said you are still investigating, you are collating data, and how much will this affect or impact on your operations?
Well, it's for us, investigation is normal. For us, doing the scenario analysis it's normal. For us, it's not going to affect us negatively. What I mean by that is the fact that we are going to be ahead of the perpetrators of the crimes against the integrity of our elections. We are going to be ahead of them. In the past, even up to the present moment, the target is has always been on the day of the election.
Okay.
Looking for people that will be,
carry money about.
And we saw a lot of them, but that is reducing. We perceive it that it's going to be something that we are going to target the politicians themselves.
Okay.
We are going to monitor. We may now like to monitor their movement 2-3 weeks before the election, who they are meeting with, who is coming in and out, what's their relationship. We will be a bit.
But at the point I was listening to some story that unit leaders, zonal leaders are collecting money for mobilization because they need to rent vehicles, they need to do this and all of that. And definitely mobilization doesn't stop at that. So how will you do that?
You see, the politicians are very smart.
ICPC must be smarter.
We need that is
ICPC
smart.
must be smarter.
We are going to be smarter.
Okay.
Yes. We are going to need, just like the INEC itself.
Okay.
INEC needed a lot of cash
to operate.
Okay. During the election.
Okay.
Politicians too will say they need a lot of cash to operate, and distributing cash 2-3 weeks before the election may be justifiable. But we are going to find a way. We are going to find a way around it.
Okay.
Is the amount you are distributing reasonable? And it will be the person receiving the money, its worth against ours.
Okay.
Okay. What is the money meant for? If you have reasonable if you
have a purpose for bringing out such volume of money.
We are not mad. We are not mad. Justifiable reason will be, the person will be left on.
Now
I am assuring us that we are reinventing ourselves. We will stay steps ahead of the politician. We'll get there. If you want to catch the criminal, you think like the criminal.
Okay. now we're going to do something at a later point during this program. We're going to say some of this in Yoruba.
Okay.
Because of our people. Ama for doing you do. That's how Yoruba will say it. That you say, oh, last year, this year is better. This is better, or that will be better.
Yeah.
Now, what we expect is we are expecting a better time ahead as a nation. Now, with the experience we gathered so far, the police authority came around and said, oh, it wasn't that violent everywhere.
It could have been worse.
It could have been worse. But they said, like you said, thank God.
Thank God.
I remember the AIG coming around and warning anybody that want to foment trouble, that except you want to go and say good morning to your forefathers, come around and foment trouble. If you foment trouble, our men are on ground to stop you. So, like we're going to say now that ICPC was on ground to stop any illicit transaction. So, in the forthcoming elections, you're going to do the same thing. Is that a promise to Nigerians?
With the support of well-meaning Nigerians, yes, that is a promise. Well-meaning Nigerians, and the rank of well-meaning Nigerians is growing.
The rank of well-meaning Nigerians is growing every day.
Everybody is believing in the project Nigeria. Everybody believes that integrity must come back.
You said it before the election.
Okay.
You said this before the elections. Yes. Now come. If you receive 4 naira or 4,000 naira before you cast your vote, that 4,000 naira will not survive you 3-4 hours.
4 years. 4 hours is gone. 4 hours is gone, and people are getting to understand that scenario, that it doesn't pay them on the long run to sell their vote. It doesn't pay on the long run to buy vote. You have 4 years to buy people's vote with good governance.
You have 4 years.
4 years to buy people's vote with good governance. Every act of good governance that you.
So once I pay,
in public office,
once I pay to get into office, you cannot come around to ask questions.
It's in the process of governance. I mean, no politician can say that they do not benefit something.
For sure.
Do not look at, politicking as investment.
Okay.
You are coming there to serve
the people.
To serve the people. When you serve them, they will continue to vote for you. When you serve them thoroughly, legitimately, and effectively, they will keep voting for you. And that is what I meant by you have 4 years to buy people's vote.
Okay.
With good governance.
Ẹ̀yin tí ẹ wà létí ẹ wò wá òun náà ni ẹ ń gbọ́ yìí kọmíṣánná fún àjọ tí ó mójútó ìwà ìbàjẹ́ àti àjẹbánu ICPC àwọn ni agbàlálejò lórí ètò ní òwúrọ̀ yìí a fẹ́ mọ̀ kí ni àwọn àkíyèsí wọn àwọn ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ tí wọ́n kojú lákòókò ètò ìdìbò tó lọ àti dìbò ààrẹ àti di tàwọn ilé ìgbìmọ̀ aṣòfin àgbà àti di ti gómìnà láwọn ìpínlẹ̀ kan tó ráwọn òṣèṣẹ̀ ṣe ti ìbò gómìnà nípínlẹ̀ yìí àti ṣe ti ilé ìgbìmọ̀ aṣòfin ní ìpínlẹ̀ mo ń béèrè lọ́wọ́ yín pé kí ni àwọn ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ tí ó gbọ̀ngbọ́n tó ṣẹlẹ̀ lákòókò ètò ìdìbò tó kọjá yìí tẹ́ kéèsì.
Ká bá wo ètò ìdìbò tó tààrẹ̀ àti ti àwọn aṣòfin ìpínlẹ̀ ìdìbò méjèèjì tó lọ yẹn ní ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀ṣun ntàrò kọlábà o
ntẹ̀rù
kọlábà
kílẹ̀ rò
ní dáradára dẹ̀ ni kí ìdìbò tó bẹ̀rẹ̀ ní wọ́n ti sọ pé ọ̀run máa ya sílẹ̀ rògbòdìyàn máa wà àwọn èèyàn ò ní jáde láti dìbò àwọn èèyàn ní dìbò tààrẹ àwọn èèyàn wọ́n jáde wọ́n dìbò níta ti fọkàn sí náà ni pé à ń tàbò à ń rábò náà gbogbo ẹ̀ káṣámà gbogbo ẹ̀ afárá rògbòdìyàn ni kò tó bá ṣe
rò báwo yẹn ṣe ń pariwo ẹ̀.
ó ṣeé ṣe kó wá jẹ́ pé ètò ìtanijí ìdánilẹ́kọ̀ọ́ tá a ti ṣe síwájú ìdìbò yẹn ó ṣeé ṣe kó jẹ́ pé òun ló fà á tí kéde yẹn tó fi lọ sílẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ ó dẹ̀ ṣeé ṣe kó jẹ́ pé ìpínlẹ̀ ọmọlúwàbí la ṣáà wà àwọn èèyàn ti gbé ìwà ọmọlúwàbí yẹn wọ́n ti gbé wọ̀ lákọ̀tún ó ṣeé ṣe kó jẹ́ pé ìdí ẹ̀ náà nìyẹn ṣùgbọ́n bá a ṣe rò pé ìwà àbàjẹ́ ṣe máa pọ̀ tó bẹ́ẹ̀ kọ́ ló ṣe tó.
kò tó bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe rò ṣùgbọ́n kì í ṣe pé kò sí kankan rárá àwọn tẹ́ ẹ kíyèsí yẹn ó tó bíi mélòó láwọn ibi tẹ́ ẹ ti kíyèsí wọn àti pé èèyàn mélòó ló wà láti máa lé yín.
ṣé àmọ́ pé a gbọ́dọ̀ tí wọ́n mọ́lé àti fi wọ́n lẹ̀ on bail àti fi wọ́n lẹ̀ on bail but investigation is still continuing ó tó bíi incident ọ̀nà bíi méje àmì tàti make arrest ó ṣeé ṣe níbò míì ó ṣeé ṣe kó jẹ́ èèyàn méjì ó ṣeé ṣe kó jẹ́ èèyàn mẹ́ta but ọ̀nà bíi méje.
tàbí nítorí bẹ́ẹ̀ pọ̀ ní.
ó ṣe níbì kan ó ṣe níbì kan we went round
the entire state.
we covered the 3 senatorial districts the 3 senatorial districts we covered. I mean you can say that we can't be at every polling unit no ìyẹn kò possible kò sì bá ṣe fẹ́ pọ̀.
láwọn ibi tẹ́ ẹ dé wọ̀nyẹn kí làwọn.
àjọṣepọ̀ pẹ̀lú àwọn ọlọ́pàá pẹ̀lú gbogbo àwọn afọ́gbọ́n tó bá rí.
wọ́n pè yín.
tí wọ́n bá pè wá kò ṣẹlẹ̀ nìyẹn. jẹ́ àjọṣepọ̀ ibi tá a ti mú àwọn èèyàn ọkọ̀ ọlọ́pàá kan ní a particular place ọkọ̀ ọlọ́pàá gan ló kó àwọn èèyàn wa lọ. báwọn.
ẹ wá wo ohun tó ṣẹlẹ̀ ń bí.
ẹ wá wo ohun tó ṣẹlẹ̀ we made the arrest and they followed us. Tàfi dé ọ́fíìsì wa kan tó padà sí ẹnu iṣẹ́ tiwọn so àjọṣepọ̀ wà pẹ̀lú kí lorúkọ ẹ̀ pẹ̀lú àwọn gbogbo àwọn agbófinró.
àwọn tí wọ́n pè yìí olùdìbò ni wọ́n ní àbọ̀ olùdíje àbáwọn tó support àwọn olùdíje.
nǹkan tá a rí ni pé abẹ́rẹ́ gbogbo àwọn tá a mú olókùn dì.
abẹ́rẹ́ wọn lókun dì.
abẹ́rẹ́ gbogbo àwọn tá a mú abẹ́rẹ́ wọn lókun dì.
a jẹ́ pé òǹlù tí wọ́n wà ní.
ṣèbáwọn kan náà ló wá gbà wọn àwọn kan náà ló wá béèlì wọn abẹ́rẹ́ wọn lókun dì but ṣíṣe ìwádìí fínífíní lórí àwọn tí a mú yẹn ó sì ń tẹ̀síwájú mi ò lè sọ categorically pé wọ́n á délé ẹjọ́ tàbí wọn ò ní délé ẹjọ́ for now because bàbá ń sunkún.
Mú Ọlọ́run ọwọ́ ni àbí báwo.
Ó ní àwọn tá a mú.
Lọ́rùn ọwọ́ àbí gbọ́wọ́.
A rí orúkọ àwọn tó fẹ́ fún lówó, a rí ká mọ́ wọn lọ́wọ́.
Wọ́n kọ ọkọ lẹ̀.
Wọ́n kọ orúkọ sílẹ̀, wọ́n kọ tẹlifóònù nọ́mbà sí.
Account number ò sí bẹ́ẹ̀.
Account number wà bẹ́ẹ̀. Ìwádìí lọ lọ́wọ́, à ń lọ sí báǹkì àwọn ẹ̀. Wọ́n ti kọ account number, à ń lọ síbẹ̀. À ń gba statement of account wọn, à ń wo iye tó wọlé. À mọ kí lórúkọ ìwádìí lọ lọ́wọ́.
Torí tí èèyàn bá rí aboyún Fúlàní yóò sọ pé ọmọ tí yóò bí pupa ni. Èyí tá à ń sọ yìí. Nígbà tó gba nọ́mbà èèyàn, tó gba phone number, tó gba card number, tó sì ní kó kọ orúkọ ẹbí ṣe kọ níbì kan, a ti mọ̀ pé tí ó ṣẹlẹ̀ lẹ́yìn ẹ̀ náà ni pé nǹkan tó máa tanú afẹ́fẹ́ sọ síbẹ̀.
Wọ́n bá wa ń bẹ̀.
Wọ́n bá yín bẹ̀.
Wọ́n bá wa ń bẹ̀.
Now àwọn ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ tẹ kéèsì wọ̀nyí ó ń fi Nàìjíríà hàn gẹ́gẹ́ bí orílẹ̀-èdè tó bẹ̀rẹ̀ ìrìn àjò kan àbí.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni, àti à ń tiraka, à ń gbìyànjú láti gòkè àgbà.
Orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà ń gbìyànjú.
No, I can say it categorically that we are not sitting down. We are not sitting down.
Now ọdún mẹ́rin míì tún ní ètò ìdìbò mi ò wáyé. Particularly when it has to do with the presidential election. This one came and gone, and within the next 4 years, what kind of electorates are you looking at? What kind of politicians will Nigeria breed?
Bí o bá fẹ́ jẹ́ ọmọ Nàìjíríà rere, màá sọ pé we are going to be having that time. We are going to be having better politicians and better Nigerians.
Better politicians are on the way.
The information to buy votes.
Ọdún mẹ́rin péré ló ní láti ra ìbò. Tó ń bá ra tán, òun lò lọ́dún mẹ́rin.
Now, ṣe dáradára ní ọdún mẹ́rin tó ti wọlé.
Tó ti gba mandate.
People will vote for you.
Tó wá ṣe sí.
You have bought their votes with good governance. So that is what I mean, that with this realization, there's going to be better politicians. And people are not going to be depending on... There
are going to be better politicians. Are you looking at electorates? Better electorates as well?
Better electorates too, that will be so discerning that you have to be voted for again. Discerning, you made some promises. You did not fulfill any. You do not deserve our vote, even if you bring your...
You know what? I was part of community representative that met some people that came to our community.
Yeah.
And I think I was asked to talk at a point, and I told the person, come, if you bring 10 million naira here, it cannot go round off. And at the end of the day, I cannot take more than 2,000 naira, which is not enough for my credit card.
Yeah.
I told him, we don't need your money. What we need are things we can see and enjoy together. The man looked at us and said, you say you don't need money. We told him to his face, and we told his supporters, you are here, you have come to ask for our vote. We're going to give you, but on a promise that you're going to remember us when you get there. We need roads. We need electricity. We need water. There are no public schools around. You can facilitate all this. He said he's surprised.
I'm telling you, sir, the rank of people that think that way is growing.
The rank of people that are thinking that way
is growing. And it will have grown to such extent in the next 4 years.
Okay.
That people will be told to their face that you have not done well. Nigerians are going to be telling politicians that you have done well.
I remember somebody mentioning to this man that I'm talking about, that come, write today's date down.
We're going to be asking.
In another 4 years, you will come around to say, oh, I am here to ask for your ballot again.
We are getting there.
Okay.
We are getting there.
Now,
every politics is local.
Okay.
We are getting there. We will get
like
there.
Somebody said, elections are won or lost at the ballot, at the polling unit.
Yeah.
I want you to use the next 1 minute
Yes.
to talk to Nigerians that it's not over, that we can get it done better.
I want to implore